Hi, YouTubers. Welcome back. My name is Natalka, and today we're going to be making some peanut butter kiss cookies. Over the weekend, my mother-in-law had given me a bag of mini kisses, and she said she originally got the bag because she wanted to make these cookies that are on the bag, and she didn't get around to it. She just doesn't feel like making them right now, so she gave me the bag, said, take them home and go make cookies. And I said, okay, of course I will. I love cookies. So today that's what we're going to be making. I am making peanut butter kiss cookies. I am not going to use the recipe on the back. I have a different recipe I'm going to use. So that is the game plan for today. Well, let's go make some cookies. All right, let's get started. So in your mixing bowl, you're going to add a half a cup of butter, and you're going to put that on your mixer and let it start creaming until it is smooth. Then you're going to add a half a cup of white sugar and a half a cup of packed brown sugar. Again, you're going to let that mix until it is all well combined and basically smooth. Then you're going to add a half a cup of peanut butter. I am using crunchy peanut butter today. You could use smooth or crunchy, whichever you want. Put it back on your mixer and let it start mixing until it all comes together. Then you're going to add just a splash of vanilla, and you're going to let this mix for about a minute. Remove it from your mixer. Remember to scrape down the sides of your bowl every so often. Then you're going to add 1 egg, and you're going to let this mix just until the egg is fully combined, fully mixed in. Once it's mixed in, remember to take it off your mixer, scrape down the paddle, scrape down the sides of the bowl, just to make sure everything is mixing in properly. All right, so now I'm going to get the dry ingredients ready. In my bowl, I have 2 cups of flour. I'm adding a half a teaspoon of salt, 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. I am going to whisk that all together, and then I'm going to slowly add it into the wet ingredients while the mixer is turned on. And I'm only going to mix it for maybe 30 seconds to a minute, just until all the flour is combined into the wet ingredients. All right, so remember to scrape off the paddle for your mixer, and then when you take your bowl off of your mixer, scrape down the sides and bottom to make sure the flour is properly mixed in. Then you're going to just set this aside for a minute. You're going to go and preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're going to grab a baking sheet. Now, you do not need any parchment paper for these cookies. You can just put them right on the baking sheet. I am using a tablespoon size scoop, which is an error on my part. My recommendation is use a teaspoon size, okay? So just grab a teaspoon, or if you have the little teaspoon cookie scoop, use that. And you're going to put teaspoon-sized scoops of cookie dough on your baking sheet and roll them into little balls. You do not need to press them or flatten them in any way. Just leave them in balls. So I decided to roll half of my cookies in just some white sugar and half of them not in sugar. I just wanted to see what the difference was once they were baked, rolling them in sugar versus not rolling them in sugar. Spoiler alert, there really is no difference. So it's up to you if you want to do it or not. I probably won't do it. I don't know. I'll probably do half and half again, especially since really there's no difference. So anyway, just a little side note, if you want to do it, then go for it. All right, with my baking sheet full, I'm going to put these in the oven and bake them for 10 minutes. So while they are in the oven baking, I am going to cut open my mini kisses. I'm going to put them in a bowl so that they are easier to stick on top of my cookies when they come out of the oven. All right, these are hot out of the oven, so I'm going to take my little mini kisses and put one in the middle of every cookie. So remember I had said it was my error and I had used a tablespoon size scoop of cookie dough? Well, look how tiny my little kisses are in the middle of each of my cookies. These ones also turned out a little bit flatter, which I'll tell you about in a few minutes. So this is 1 tablespoon, and then this is them using a teaspoon size scoop. It makes a big difference, especially once you place the little chocolate kisses in the middle of each of them. The teaspoon size scoop looks way better. All right, you guys. So, my first batch of cookies, I made them way too big. I probably used about a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more when I was rolling them. And these are gigantic compared to the tiny little kiss in the middle. So, because they turned out so big and they're also quite flat. They didn't puff up the way I had expected them to. So, while these were cooling, I decided to whip up another batch and alter the recipe just a little bit. That is the one that you will actually see as you saw, sorry, as you saw in the video. That's the one I would recommend using. It's also the one that is in the description of this video and on all my social media. I have updated it and fixed it, so now they will turn out like this. They're a little puffier, they're a lot smaller, much more suitable for the cute little kiss that's in the middle. I used about a teaspoon this time, a teaspoon to make each little ball. It made like 2.5 pans of cookies because they're so little, but they turned out much better. They're still soft and fluffy on the inside, a little crispy and crunchy on the outside. I think it's a great combination. They turned out really well. So use that recipe. I won't even post the old recipe. I'm only going to post the new one. That's it. All right. I loved it. They turned out great. Thank you to my mother-in-law for giving me a bag of Hershey's Kisses. And remember to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Yep, that's it for today. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next week. So maybe it'll be something savory. Maybe it'll be something sweet. You'll just have to tune in next week and join me for whatever recipe I decide to make. All right. Thanks for watching today.